I'm Corbett Wall with DV Auction, here with a 3-minute cattle market summary for Friday, October the 16th, where this market's finally trading a little bit sideways here, and that's what we really need for things to just settle down a little bit. You know, we had the massive wreck that took 2 months to take, a third of the value off a lot of these feeder cattle off, and then all of a sudden it jumped back up there, and then we've seen quite a bit of that rebounded, but still, it was quite a correction that we saw. But finally, we're starting to see things settle down just a little bit, which is really what we need. And I don't think anybody's really sure what these cattle are worth. And maybe if we can just settle in here for a little bit, we might figure what that is. But your board has settled down the last couple of days to end this week. Live cattle on Wednesday were up 132, but on Thursday, October was down 80 cents to close at 132.95 on Thursday, and it's a premium to what cash is, which is supportive. But the real thing that's supportive is your out fronts, at least through next April, are higher than what we're trading at right now, and higher than what cash is, and that's always supportive, is when your board is trading at a premium. You really wouldn't think that, but it keeps Chicago from pulling the rug out from under the cash market. But feeder cattle for Wednesday, October on Wednesday was up 110. Thursday was down 102, and for some of you older guys that are used to the board having a daily limit of 150, you might think that's a lot, but at today's daily limits and at today's prices, up a buck, down a buck, or a little more or a little less, that's really about steady, and that might be the best thing we can hope for, really. You see me feeder cattle index on Thursday late was 187.36. Your cattle market central real-time index 189.96. It gained 256 on Thursday, so you can expect CME to be up quite a bit there on when it comes out again on Friday. But your dressed steers, one thing that may have made that live cattle come off a little bit on Thursday is your dressed steer weights were back up for the ending first week ending in October, up to 924, and that's up there in record level. And we thought maybe they had peaked out and we were at 923 and then back down to 920. Now we're back up to 924 again. But your box beef on choice has gained a lot of ground here this week. It's up to 211.22. Your fat cattle, even if we trade higher this week, may not make $2 dress. They may get $2 or a little better, but that's quite a bit higher than what your cash dress steers are. And it should be just a pinch higher, but during those big record markets, it was trading a little bit lower. Choice box beef cutout values were just a pinch lower than what a dressed steer was worth. But look at some cash feeder markets. El Reno on Wednesday, you can see on your cattle market central market report there, had a good run. Feeder cattle from $2 to $7 higher, maybe $8 if you look at the extreme top there. Calves are selling awful good. Not a good test on them real light calves, but they were a lot higher. But markets are just higher everywhere. On Tuesday's trade earlier in the week, I heard of some cattle up in South Dakota, a load of steers weighing in the sevens, pretty good, bringing 208. I thought that was crazy high. And then I walk into St. Joe stockyards on Wednesday and see a string of steers, 113 head, weighed right at 800 pounds or 798 pounds, bring 210. And just couldn't believe that. The cattle were nice, had a fair weigh up, good flesh condition, fairly thin and empty, and very desirable cattle, but that is just a whole lot higher than we ever dreamed this thing would get back up to this quick. But Torrington, Wyoming there, cattle market central, you see that had 84, a lot more than a load, about a load and a half of steers weighing 850 at 197.75, and another good price there. But right now you can kind of just set a market on a 700-pound steer. It's worth either side of $2 a pound, and that's not crazy high. That's what the market is. A lot of calves selling. We're getting into the full swing of the calf run. Winter Livestock, Dodge City, Kansas, sold a load of 494-pound steer calves, pushing 500 pounds at 245. That's 3 minutes.